In most first-person shooters, the pistol is your secondary or your last option. It's the gun you pull out when your primaries run dry and you are desperate. But in 2001, a game studio called Bungie changed that. They gave us a sidearm that didn't just support the arsenal, it dominated it. It was a pocket sniper rifle that defined an entire generation of LAN parties. We'll talk about the legendary 3-shot kill, as well as the last-minute code change that created a monster, and why every future iteration of this particular gun never quite lived up to the first one. Today, we're looking at the M6D Personal Defense Weapon System, also known as the Magnum from Halo. The M6D is a high-caliber, recoil-operated, magazine-fed handgun. On paper, it looks like a standard utility weapon. In practice, it's a delete button. Here are the stats. Projectile, some beefy bullets, 12.7 by 40 millimeter semi-armor piercing, high explosive rounds, and it's a hit scan. More on that later. Magazine size, you've got 12 rounds per load. Damage, 15 base damage per round. It has a 3-shot kill potential though, 2 to pop shields and then 1 to the head. Headshots have a 2-time damage multiplier, lethal for unshielded enemies. Rate of fire, 3.5 rounds per second. Roughly 210 rounds per minute. It's a semi-automatic weapon. Not fast, but it has a nice steady rhythmic shooting pattern. Range. It's effective up to 122 meters, or roughly 400 feet. Interestingly, your shot's velocity depends on your range. Close to medium range, it's a hit scan and immediately hits your target when you pull the trigger. And it's quite accurate. At range, there is a slight travel time requiring some leading. And for some additional stats, ammo type, M225 semi-armor piercing high explosive rounds loaded in cartridges. Ammo cost, 1 per shot. Ammo cap, 132 total, 12 in the mag, and 120 in reserve. And the Magnum is also known as the God Gun, the Pocket Sniper, M6D PWS, and the Hand Cannon. The M6D uses a hybrid projectile system. At close range, it behaves like a hit scan, but at long distances, there is a slight travel time and leading required. This made it the first console weapon that truly rewarded trigger discipline. If you spammed the trigger, the reticle bloom would make you miss due to the high recoil. If you timed your shots, you were untouchable. The most famous piece of tech lore in first-person shooter history is that the Magnum was nerfed during development because it was too strong. However, legend has it that Bungie co-founder Jason Jones changed a single line of code, increasing the weapon's damage and accuracy, right before the game went gold, without telling the rest of the team. That last-minute tweak created the legend we play today. The M6D is the ultimate utility sidearm. It covers every base. It has the precision of a sniper, the stopping power of a rifle, and the draw speed of a handgun. In Halo Combat Evolved, there is rarely a situation where the Magnum isn't the correct answer. The only real check on the Magnum's power is vertical recoil and bloom. If you fire at the maximum rate of 210 RPM, the recoil gets pretty wild, making long-range headshots nearly impossible. To achieve that legendary 3-shot kill, the player must master the rhythm of the gun, allowing the reticle to reset between every pull of the trigger. By the way, if you're enjoying the content that I'm making, consider supporting the channel by liking, subbing, doing all of the YouTube stuff. I'm a small channel and all of your support is greatly appreciated. Let's get back into it. The M6D is an absolute brick of a gun. Designed by Ms. Raya Armory, it's made to look proportional to a 7-foot-tall Spartan in Mjolnir armor. It's actually based on a UNSC handgun issued to Navy officers, just upsized for good old John 117. A sick pistol for a Spartan, a weird-shaped heavy brick for us plebeian humans. Listen to this. The sound design is crisp. It doesn't have the heavy boom of a Desert Eagle. It has a high velocity crack that sounds sharp and precise. It's the sound of efficiency. When you hear that 3-shot rhythm, you know a firefight just ended. What makes the M6D Magnum great is that it fundamentally changed the combat loop. Because of the 2x zoom, the Magnum effectively neutralized the advantage of the sniper rifle at mid-range. It meant that players were never truly out of a fight. As long as you had a Magnum and a steady thumb, you could challenge anyone, anywhere on the map. The Magnum introduced perfect kills to the console space. To get that pro quick kill on your opponents, you had to be perfect. If you miss a shot or hit the body on the 3rd round, your time to kill plummeted. This created a massive gap between casual players and the competitive pros of the early 2000s. It was the perfect partner to Halo's regenerating shield system. Because it dealt high burst damage, it was the best tool for punishing a player who stepped out of cover for even a second. It didn't just kill you, it made you afraid to move. The Halo M6D Magnum is a unicorn. It was a mistake that became a legend. Bungie spent the next 2 decades trying to balance the pistol problem, but nothing has ever quite felt like the original M6D. It's the gun that proved a sidearm can be a hero. It's the reason why we all check the pistol slot in every new shooter we play to see if that same magic can be found. You made it to the end. You're awesome. What do you think of the Magnum from Halo? Were you one of the OG console warriors poning noobs with this thing? Or did you have to wait for the PC release like me to get your hands on this amazing sidearm? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. And stay tuned because our next weapon is exactly what you want when facing a 20-foot tall nightmare. Just don't use it in the water. I've got a Q&A series. I'm looking for some more submissions. If you have a question that you would like featured on that show, submit your question in the comments section and tag it with frags and coffee. And who knows, your question may be featured. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, share it with friends, and subscribe for more great gaming content. And if you're looking for more, check out this recommended video right here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.